Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Spice and Wolf Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf, which is on episode 10. This episode right here looks like to me things are not very much too dark or too much of a despair yet. So depending on the situation, this could go wrong or this could go good or could go bad. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to, Lawrence is still trying to ask for money, and he managed to get some off the chip, well, not so much, but eventually he goes back to Holo and ends up talking with her, although they did have a little small argument, and Holo seems to get angry at him for a lot of things, they end up making up and decide to, and figure out what's the next plan or motion to plan. The next day, the guy that he has to pay his debt to or something, he ends up talking to him and saying that we gotta make a deal or make a smuggle of gold. Although, we get to hear about how this plan is going to work down the line in this episode, it looks like the guy was not really in in agreement with the idea, because this could get them caught, and depending on the situation, it will get them all into trouble. But Holo tells him that your company is already in debt and you're already about to go bankrupt very soon. So unless you want to hear what your other workers are saying, this is your only chance now. So if you say no, that's fine, but you're going to be in huge debt very soon, and so forth. Because I guess the guy took on his debt from Crafter Lawrence, because some kind of scam or some kind of bad situation that caused him to be in a major heap of trouble, I guess. But that aside, let's just say that to smuggle in gold, they're gonna have to have someone else come along. Eventually it'll be that what's her name? What's that girl's name again? Sheep Girl Nora, I think, or Shepherd Nora whatsoever. They end up having to bring her in and talk with each other, And of course, they get to the point saying that we're gonna smuggle in gold and we're gonna need your help on that. This is kind of risky, and at the same time, I'm trying to get you out of the situation due to the church taking advantage of you or exploiting you, Which apparently happens a lot in life, considering that it's always the good people who always gets exploited and gets hurt all the time, that kind of thing. You get the idea. That aside, yeah, pretty much at this point they are pretty much in a very tight bind and pretty much in a certain risky situation right now, because they're smuggling gold and they're doing something illegal, which is criminal activity, which the only way how to pay off your debt eventually is through criminal activities in the black market whatsoever. And at this point, because the girl is desperate, not to mention Lawrence himself, that's in a way worse position than she is also in a situation right now. She decides to give it a try and work it out. But at the same time, they have to be careful, because one slip of a moment or one mess up or one act of being caught in the act or something like that is game over, that kind of thing. So don't know how this is going to turn out, but hopefully they could succeed, but I highly doubt it's going to be simple. But the next episode is called Forest of Wolves and Frigid Rain, so it looks like to me the weather is going to be making it difficult, so we'll have to see how this turns out, So yeah. All I know is in this episode, Lawrence is in a very tight bind, but Holo, after much argument with Lawrence, she proposes an idea to try to get out of debt and possibly save everybody all together, and that's in smuggling gold or doing some kind of criminal activity. But at this point in time, there is no choice, because they have to pay back the debt, not to mention the company that Lawrence is indebted to, that he owes debt to, is also on the verge of bankruptcy or in very big trouble. So don't know how this is going to turn out for everybody to smuggle in gold whatsoever, including the other girl. So we'll see how that goes. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye bye. Toot-toot.